At this time, I would actually like for you to go ahead and move into adjournment of the meeting, and we'll move into a little press conference, and we'll get into further detail.
Okay. I move to adjourn. It's been moved by Mayor, seconded by Councilmember Villalobos. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries 6-0.
You can stay seated. Good afternoon, I guess it is now. Thank you all for being here. This is such an exciting and I guess historical day for the city of Kyle, and we are so thrilled to have you all here. As you can clearly see by the unquestionable smiles in this room today, we at the city of Kyle are so ecstatic to welcome SmileDirectClub's Access Dental Lab to the city of Kyle. We are here in a position of rapid growth from our community, and the success and rapid growth of the company that we're welcoming go hand in hand and are such a beautiful alignment that we, like the beautiful smiles of your company, that your company and your product create, make such a beautiful alignment, and we really love to welcome you to Kyle today. I don't want to steal anybody else's comments, so at this time I'm going to allow everyone to make some comments, and then we will kind of try and keep this brief, and we'll have a period for Q&A at the end, so everybody can get some of their questions answered, and then we'll have some time for some interviews at the end as well. Our first speaker that we're going to welcome to the podium today is Mayor Travis Mitchell with the City of Kyle.
This has been a long time coming. We have been working to announce jobs of this caliber for years, and I'm just honestly thankful that I get to be here and be a part of it. It cannot be overstated how much of a team effort it is to bring together companies such as SmileDirect and incentivize and recruit them to make their home in Kyle, Texas. It's not overstating it, I think, to say that this is, if not the biggest, one of the largest jobs announcements in the history of our city, with upwards of 850 jobs, median average wage of close to $40,000, and we know that there is going to be at least $36 million in capital improvements, including what I'm told is quite a few 3D printers, 40 3D printers. I'm thinking of our school district, I'm thinking of our Hayes CTE program and the incredible internships and opportunities that those students are going to have to learn a valuable skill right here in Kyle, Texas. We have had a vision for a very long time to create a city and to build a city that allows for our residents to live, work, and play. To us, that is far more than just an overused phrase. It means something very dear to us, and this facility could not have happened without years of advocacy and groundwork and strategic planning to make it happen. You know, I sat or stood not a half a mile from here a few months ago, and I lauded the work of our school district, of Commissioner Jones, of the Greater San Marcos Partnership, of our economic development team, of our senior level staff, our city council, for the work they put in to pass the triple Freeport tax exemption, which created the environment that allowed for an industrial space such as this to be speculatively built. We knew that that speculative building was going to be a critical component to landing a company as large and valuable to our city as SmileDirect, and I'm very happy to say that that work and that groundwork has paid off in a tremendous way for our community. So, with that, I'd like to bring up Commissioner Jones.
thank y'all for being here today. This is a big, not a big event for just not the city of Kyle, but the whole region and Hays County in particular. I know I can speak for everybody that's from the Butte Kyle area that's been here for a while. I know what you're thinking when you look around this building and look at the size of it and the strong ceiling and everything. And every one of you are thinking you could get a lot of square bills in this building. On behalf, you wouldn't, excuse me, Jennifer did large type, but not large enough. On behalf of Hays County, we're one of the fastest growing counties in the United States. The Texas demographer says Hays County will be the fastest growing county in Texas, which means the United States between now and 2050. We're closing in on 250,000 residents in Hays County, and we'll be pushing over 300,000 before long. So to have something like SmileDirectClub in Hays County is huge for us. I was at a transportation conference yesterday for the whole region, and the outlook's not real good. We're doing a lot of things transportation-wise, but we're barely even treading water right now. So having something come into Hays County and to Kyle where this many people can work without having to commute to Austin is huge for our residents in our area, in our region. As an industry disruptor, you're joining other like-minded, innovative, creative companies who are finding their way here in the heart of the Texas Innovation Corridor. This innovative spirit is fueled by an emerging research institute what Texas State University is pushing forward with, and it's fueled by the fact that our region registers 11 times the number of patents per capita in the entire state of Texas. Also, this kind of announcement wouldn't be possible without a lot of teamwork and a lot of partnerships. I want to recognize some of those people also. First of all, I want to recognize the members of the Hays Commissioners Court, my colleagues. We unanimously supported this new high-tech manufacturing that is 800 plus jobs and a significant economic impact that it's going to make on the region for years to come. Adriana Cruz and her team of the Greater San Marcos Partnership, they lead this area in economic development and efforts throughout Hays County and throughout the region and Caldwell County also. I want to thank Mayor Mitchell and Diana Blank and the whole City Council for the support and having a business-friendly environment that is helping attract a new breed of technology focused on manufacturers to our region. I want to thank Richard Hiller, the developer that had the vision to turn this sheep farm into what it is today. I remember meeting with Mr. Hill probably 8 or 9 years ago in my office, and I just mentioned that I sure would like to have a road to connect Dry Hole Road to 967. And about 2 or 3 months later, I'm driving on that road, so thank you. I would like to mention you that I'd like a road from 1626 at 45 to 35. If we could make that happen also, I'd appreciate it. Mayor Mitchell also mentioned the Hays CISD. I want to thank that school board that passed the triple Freeport. Without that triple Freeport, a lot of this would not happen. And if you'll remember, at first they weren't really on board with it because we didn't do a very good job explaining it to them. But after we explained it to it, it went from a no vote to a 601 vote. So I really want to thank those members of the school board that were on the board at that time. Without them, this wouldn't happen. I also want to thank HPI Real Estate Investments and the development of Hays Logistics Center for making it possible for us to find SmileDirectClub a home right here in Hays County. And of course, Governor Abbott for his continued support of making Texas and Hays County and Kyle one of the best places in the world to expand and grow an operation. SmileDirectClub, welcome to your new home in the heart of Hays, Texas, in an innovative corridor, and welcome to Hays County.
Thank you, Commissioner Jones. The next speaker I'd like to welcome up is Richard Hill with Hill Partners.
Thank you. And Mayor Mitchell and council members, we appreciate it and appreciate the incentives you proved earlier. That's a key integral part, obviously, to attracting business. I want to say thank you also to the Opportunity Austin team, Sharice and Arthur, the people that helped make the initial contacts and work with the Greater San Marcos Partnership and Adriana Cruz and your team and what you've done, and then on down with Diana Blank Torres and her team, working with city officials, state and everything else that helped and influence, I think, SmileDirect's opportunity to come here. A lot of people want a company like SmileDirect across the country. We had competition, I know, from Atlanta, other places in the Southeast, that keep them all in Tennessee if they could. We're glad to have you in Kyle, Texas, so we really appreciate that. The other thing I want to say is that we've had a great opportunity working with all the different officials within SmileDirect and their team, and look forward to working with them in continuation of the lease. And this time I'd like to let my partner Andy Thomas come up and say a few words about the process. I appreciate it again. Thank you.
Yeah, to kind of mirror what Richard said, I want to thank the City of Kyle for really bending over backwards to help us with this development. We bought the land about 6 or 7 years ago, and we had this division, or we had this vision for a logistics and a manufacturing park, and here we are today. This is our second building, about to be third building that's being built over in the corner, and we couldn't have done it without the city and the EDC and everybody's help. Wanted to give special thanks to a couple of our partners, Randy Raymond and Hillwood out of Fort Worth, Dallas, and our lender, Frost Bank, who everybody came together to make this project work. It's kind of what we would call a state-of-the-art building. It's a 32-foot clear cross-dock logistics facility, and we plan to build another one just here to the north. So we thank everybody and welcome SmileDirectClub. Thank you.
I've got to say one more thing. I want to give a shout out to Mayor Mitchell and Scott Seller, City Manager. I mean, we had phone calls last May, I believe it was, late all through the nights, working on incentives in different ways. I was out of the country, and these guys were working hard and tirelessly. And the whole city staff, and Kyle, Scott has been wonderful to work with all the way through the process. Whenever we did get a log jam or something else, we could always call Scott's office and get things taken care of. That, and I think Diana had helped with a few things too, but it was all appreciated, and working in Kyle has been a great experience, so thank you.
And last but certainly not least, we would love to hear from the company themselves. Dan Baker, Global Head of Supply Chain for SmileDirectClub's Access Dental Lab.
Well, good afternoon. My name's Dan Baker, and I'm the Global Supply Chain Head for SmileDirect and Access Dental Labs. And I've only been here 10 minutes and it already feels like home, so thank you very much for the warm welcome. First of all, I'd like to start off on behalf of SmileDirectClub by saying thank you to the Mayor, to the City of Kyle, to Opportunity Austin, to the Greater San Marcos Partnership, and also to the City Council for the privilege of bringing over 800 well-paid professional SmileDirect jobs to Kyle, Texas. We'll also be the city's largest employer, and we're proud to say that. We chose Kyle, Texas, and the Greater Austin area because of the caliber of the workforce. They're skilled, they're committed, and we love the culture that they have and their commitment and work ethics. It fits perfectly with the SmileDirectClub mission, values, and culture, all based around innovation, collaboration, and inclusion. Over the next few months, expect us to see, as we build out this building and recruit the 850 talented team members that are going to work here, and we accelerate the mission at SmileDirectClub to give millions of people around the world the opportunity to have the smile of their dreams through safe, affordable, and convenient teeth straightening solutions. It really is a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for the warm welcome, and we're really looking forward to this partnership. Thank you.
The City of Kyle truly looks forward to this partnership with a successful, high-growth trajectory company, the creation of quality jobs that span several of our target sectors, high-tech, biomedical, and manufacturing. Thank you so much to everyone for all of your work, the Austin Chamber, the Greater San Marcos Partnership, Hays County, the city of Kyle, all of our leadership for being visionary and progressive, Hill Partners, and everyone that was involved in this project. There's so many that we cannot list them all. There's no way. Thank you to SmileDirectClub for your commitment to the city of Kyle, and for all of you for taking your time to be here today, and for those of you who are watching. Now let's get to work. Have a great day, and everyone keep smiling. If everyone who spoke today and was involved in the project could come and join me up here for the Q&A, because I know I'm not going to have all the answers, and I'm certainly not going to try. If you could come join me here, and then we'll have about 10 or 15 minutes for some Q&A. Richard? Andy? Okay, now's the time to shoot. Yes, ma'am. If you would just state your name and who you're with, and then your question. Sure. The incentive package is a 50% rebate on real and property tax over the next 8 years. I actually don't have that value on me. Does anybody remember that off the top of their head? Anybody else? I have to look for that real quick. Is somebody whispering something behind me? Okay. If somebody wants to shoot the next question, I can look for that. The performance requirement is, it's the 850 jobs. Of those 850 jobs, that job would have to meet the minimum pay requirement of, I believe it's right at $40,000.
So, over what time do they have to
So the first year, the employment is 439, the second year is 643, and the third year is 850. 643. I would have to look at the contract for the trigger date, but it typically begins when they receive their CO, their certificate of occupancy. I'm sorry. You expect to be in January or February, right? January.
Why is it 850 jobs when the governor's office is only
There's just different requirements for the different incentives. For year 3 is 850. Right. So the first year the requirement is 439, the second year is 643, and the third year is 850. Yes, ma'am. No, not necessarily. That's not a requirement. They will all be locally, generated here locally. They're not bringing them with them. Yes, the county incentive package will mirror the city's incentive package.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I can follow up with you on that if you want. I have it right here with me. I just need to look it up. This is the biggest single private employer economic development project that the city of Kyle has done. Yes.
Alsco was the first. This is the largest. Alsco, which is the laundry service company across the street, came into the park probably 3 years ago. And,
So this will be the second?
yes.
Okay, have they taken up this entire building?
Not quite. They have options on the entire building, but initially will occupy about 70%, 65, 70%.
222,000, 222,800 square feet.
When did the county approve this?
Last Tuesday.
Is that, I assume that was probably meeting.
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
I assume that that was on, agenda.
Yeah, that was last week's agenda. We had exec session and then came out and voted on it in open session.
Someone talk a little bit about this land. I think you alluded to it, Commissioner, earlier. What was this land earlier? What was this land? Just 10 years ago.
It was 10 years, well, 10 years ago, it was just vacant. Before that, for a long time, it was a part of the Ferguson farm. There was a sheep ranch. Bob Ferguson, who was born and lived in that little white house on the top, lived here his whole life until he sold, believed to Mr. Hill, and then moved Plum Creek. I actually had 2 of his sheep off this place, Dixie and Rebel. Imagine that. So, but no, he was just an older man that lived, like I said, he was born on this place and raised his family on here.
How big was this ranch originally?
I'm guessing it was probably about 50, 60 acres.
You know, if you could hear.
That was 105.
Yeah.
180.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, okay, he just told me it was 100, bigger than I thought. It was a little kid, remember? No, it was 108 acres.
You're among the weeds that have grown here over the years.
What's that?
You're among the weeds that have grown up over the years.
Yeah, so,
And I mean that.
thank you. I take it as a point of pride.
Are you amazed on what's happening in the
Yeah.
past 5 years?
Oh, you think?
I look back to the 15 years plus that I've been on
Yeah.
it, and I remember what was down at the top,
Yeah.
just scrub. When you look out the door and you see what's happening just within this short period of time, can we sustain this?
Part of me's sad. Just because I miss that type of rural area, but I know that those days are long gone by because of where we're situated. That this is the kind of things that we need to incentivize and to encourage. Or nobody's going to be able to live here. There's probably more people in this room than were in the Butte that I grew up in. So I do miss those days, but I know that that's a part of the past, and what we're here to do is make this as good a place to live as we can and keep moving forward, knowing that the growth and how we manage that. But I don't think anybody my age ever imagined that Butte and Kyle would be what it is today, if that's what that's.
And again, I think that I've talked about, when do y'all hope to start cranking this product out?
So we've got a pretty aggressive timeline. From this announcement today, we start to post roles on SmileDirect website for people to apply, which is really exciting. And then the current timeline is to start production in February next year.
At capacity, how many people line
Oh, millions. I've not got the number off the top of my head. In a year, a handful of million. I've not got the exact number off the top of my head. The really exciting thing about this development is we're bringing our latest generation of the technology to this facility. So this will be really at the sharp end of our technology and pioneering the way for an even better product for our customers, made on our latest technology. It's ironic this used to be a ranch. Internally, the factories that we've got back in Nashville are called Smile Lab and Smile House. And the internal name for this project at SmileDirect was actually Smile Ranch, not Project Wolverine. So it's quite appropriate that this used to be an old ranch. So tip to the hat to the past.
I have the incentive number. Okay, the estimated value of the city incentive is $659,799, with a net benefit to the city of $5,234,235. Both of them? Okay. The estimated incentive, $659,799. Net benefit, $5,234,235. That's for the city. Yes. Total net over, that's actually over 10 years. Yeah, that's 8 years. Right. And then I have the county number as well, if you would like that. It's sales tax, I mean, everything is the net benefit. Right, right. That's the overall fiscal impact. Okay, and then the county number. The incentive is the estimated incentive is $474,992. With the net benefit of $1,781,183. And then I have the net benefits to the school district as well, if you're interested in that. With no incentive. $1,544,009. Right. So the jobs have to remain, they have to retain those jobs from year to year, and there's an annual reporting that has to be done. Right, it's a $37 million investment. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Any other statements from up here that you'd like to make? Anybody?
I actually wanted to piggyback on Commissioner Jones's statement and the question that Rudy asked about whether or not this kind of growth in the city is sustainable. In particular, when it comes to commercial development, the question the council faces and a lot of the partners that we have here is what kind of jobs are going to come? And if we're not involved, what else could potentially come to a facility such as this? And the opportunity for us to attract a company like SmileDirect is directly proportional to the level of involvement that we've had in recruiting them through our words, but also through our actions. Without the city and the county and the Greater San Marcos Partnership, the state of Texas, the Austin Chamber of Commerce coming together to recruit a company like SmileDirect, a company would come here. The question is what kind of company and what kind of impact would that have, and how would that impact affect our sustainable growth that we are on? And it is because of those factors that we really came to the conclusion that SmileDirect and the agreement that we have all made is without a doubt the best possible deal that we could have put together for the community. So I just want to make that clear. This is not going to be a distribution center with 50 minimum wage jobs. This is going to be a massive capital improvement heavy, high wage earning job type facility that will have a huge impact on our quality of life. And it's for those reasons I think that we've all happily stood before you today.
I think the mayor actually just did a good job of wrapping us up, and we want to thank you for all of your time and for coming. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us. And again, just go enjoy your day and keep smiling. Thank you.